Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason, as always, my co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah, Mr. Zack Partridge. And our screens are messed up. I got to switch this right now. Oh, man. It's the little things in life, Zack. It's the little things
in life, yeah.
And when I'm on the opposite side of the screen, it just doesn't flow very well.
So I'm just going to apologize right now. Last Friday, I didn't notice that like people were commenting on my feed on my Facebook too.
Oh,
you can't see those.
True.
Only your feed shows up on Facebook in the YouTube channel. So I have my phone, the feed on my phone up, so I can see if people are commenting. Just that.
Okay. All right. I got Rod Payne. One hell of a card this weekend. Yes, it was. It was a good card on Saturday. It was fun.
If you followed my picks, you cashed fat.
Dude, I have to confess, you have been on it. You have been money since the beginning of the year. I mean, I don't know if it's official yet, but it's getting pretty close. You could be wearing the hat soon. You could be wearing the genie hat soon.
I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of my picks so far. There's been 7 UFC weekends.
Yeah.
Or 8. Is that 8 or 7? I've only had 2 losing weeks. 2.
That's pretty good odds.
Slap you so hard, Mason.
It's pretty good odds. And I think our official
go back to Facebook jail, loser.
Our official bets we're still up, right? Overall. You gotta be still up.
Oh yeah. I'm up like over 12 units now.
It's good. Yeah. Follow Zach's picks, everybody. Don't follow mine.
We could do good though. Like we're pretty.
I know we did good. I took a flyer on a couple ones on here. They weren't official bets, but I took a flyer on a couple guys that are now officially dead to me. But it's okay. It's okay. It's a good fun night. Before we get into it, can we please talk about Sean Strickland yelling at the poor old lady? If you guys haven't seen Sean Strickland's story, he's got problems.
I will say this though.
What?
In all honesty.
What?
Sometimes when people are being bad drivers and then they try and get mad at other people, they deserve it.
The big bad wolf. What up?
I don't know if she deserved that.
She's like, do you have a son or a husband? Because I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
At least he didn't smack her.
Oh, he wanted to.
Oh yeah.
But he pulled out his phone like a Karen too. He beat her to it. He beat her to pulling out the phone.
Well, to be safe, he's a celebrity. He's a UFC fighter. He should to
protect himself.
I mean, shout out Jackson. Jackson's the one that sent it to me, and then I forwarded.
And you sent it to me. Yeah. Guy is. Oh man.
He's off his rocker.
Off.
I love him though. I do. I think more people should be more true to themselves like he is.
I love the politically correct Strickland page on Twitter where Sean will tweet something and there's a guy that goes through and makes it and edits it so it's politically correct Sean Strickland. It's hilarious.
That is funny. Yeah, dude, I saw another one. Yeah, because here's the thing though. Too many people road rage, they get all butthurt, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they make a big deal out of it. I saw I think it was a TikTok where this lady pulls over and they pull up behind her and she flips out at him, gets out of her car, screaming at him. You guys are creepy. You're following me. You're making me feel unsafe. This is why women don't feel safe in the world. Da, da, da. And she's going up. Guy can't get a word in. And finally, when she stops to like take a breath, he goes, "Ma'am, the gas thing hose is still in your gas tank." They were just letting her know
letting her know she's being stupid.
And she like huff and puffs and grabs the gas thing, throws it on the ground, gets in her car, and drives off.
Something's going to happen where they're going to do that to the wrong guy. Kent Mafaleo, remember the guy that was giving Kent shit and then he gets out of his car?
Oh my gosh.
No, bro. It's okay. Get off the premises.
Nah.
Kent, I love you, dog. Oh man. Hey, I got to give a shout out. There's one thing that I've noticed, and we talk about how fighters need to get out there more and promote themselves more. I've been seeing a lot of fighters promoting themselves with apparel. I've seen Bryce Mitchell. I've seen a couple bare knuckle people. I've seen a couple other UFC fighters too. actually promoting themselves and coming out with their own apparel lines and trying to make themselves relevant. I like it, man. I like it a lot.
See, Bryce Mitchell said, "Hey, if Volkanovski or Korean Zombie can't make it, call me."
Call him. I like it.
I'm not gonna lie. From what I saw, I picked Bryce Mitchell against Korean Zombie without even hesitating.
He's impressive. He's impressive. And if I'm Volkanovski, I don't know if I want that on a short camp. I'm not saying he beats him, but
I'm not. I'm done picking against Volkanovski.
But I would be a little more cautious on picking that guy. That's all. Just a little bit. But yeah, man, I think it's pretty cool that these guys are starting to see the potential in getting their names out there like that. You noticed? You noticed who else has been putting their name out there? Usman. Have you noticed that?
He's so he is a dude though, because remember, like just even a year and a half ago, me and you were like, there's just something about him. I just can't get all in with him.
Yeah.
And ever since he knocked out Jorge, like he's become a megastar and he's kind of embraced it. And he's just I'm like, he's learning how to capitalize on everything. And I'm like, I like Usman now.
I'm a huge fan. I was
not
listening
that I did it before, but before he didn't engage me at all.
He was commentating a little bit on the Eagle FC, and I liked it. He's well spoken.
You know,
intelligent guy.
Less? Henry Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo is horrible. I'm not saying I'm some freaking commentating god because I'm not, but he's bad.
Neither of us are.
And him and
Chill's
Uncle
great.
Chael doing it together.
Chill's great.
It's like, yeah, but them doing it together is almost too much. You know what I mean? Like they don't
do his role, right? Like he just kind of sat back, just little points here or there. Like it was good.
Yeah.
Good
but
balance.
Usman's good. I like the change. I like the call out of Canelo. I like the confidence saying he's going to knock him out, which is never going to happen in a million years. But I like it.
I stick with Uncle Dana on that one. You don't want to fight Canelo, dog.
Yeah. I mean, if he can build up the excitement and build up the want for it, I'm all for him doing it.
He's not Connor.
I know, but he's going to miss that. But, I mean, hey, if he can get paid, let the guy go get paid, man. Let him get paid. And body shot knockout. Ooh. Did you watch Eagle FC?
Yeah. We watched your boy Ryder Newman. Impressive win.
That was a really good win.
I don't know what the judge was watching, that he got a split decision win. I don't know what the judge was watching. I thought he clearly won rounds 1 and 3. Like not even questionable. 2 was iffy, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he won round 2. I mean, round 1 and round 3. You know what? I was surprised that he didn't use his wrestling very much until that 3rd round. I mean, he went for takedowns, but
the guy had good takedown defense, but he still controlled it.
And that's a good win for Ryder. That guy that was that guy's 19th fight. That Manny Waller.
That was a big win for Ryder. That was a big win for him.
Did you see the size of that guy's legs?
He's huge.
Oh my! His legs, huge. Ginormous, freaking enormous. What'd you think of Kevin Lee and Diego Sanchez? Oh man.
You know what? I like Diego. Diego's one of my all-time favorites. But the fact that he made that fight that competitive. Hey, Kevin Lee. Probably done, dude.
Well, he's going to be out for a while because I think he tore his ACL with that first leg kick.
ACL tear too. You know what? I think that he's another one that was just bad luck. Played a lot into it.
Yeah.
I think his ego got the better of him in some cases. I think he thought he was better than he was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not great.
Kevin Lee sucks, Mason.
Yeah, Kevin, you know.
I found myself rooting for Diego Sanchez. I was like,
knock
him out. I wanted him because he rocked him a couple times. And that first leg kick he threw, ooh, brutal.
Hey,
hard.
Diego, give him a good, Eagle FC, do Diego solid. Give him an easy, winnable fight. Give him Who could they give him?
160. I'm just looking at the list of these
I
guys.
don't know. Give him a solid winnable fight and let him go out on top and say, "You're done, dude."
Yeah.
Sorry, you can keep talking about Eagle FC. I got to pee.
Eagle FC. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I don't know about you guys, but I thought the production of it was pretty good. You know, they're signing some guys. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. That Ryder Newman fight was great. There were some great fights on that whole card. What else did we have this weekend? We had Bare Knuckle, which I didn't really pay attention to this weekend. I don't know about you guys, but just not a huge Bare Knuckle fan. What else did we have this weekend? Sorry, guys, I'm just going through this. We had some LFA on Friday night. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was a pretty good card. I caught the main event of that one. Great back and forth. Zach's got to pee 100 times because he's down in all of his water. Anyways, I was just talking about a little bit about the LFA card. I watched the main event of that one.
All right.
Speaking of main events, you know who's fighting this week on Friday?
Who?
PFL, Carson Hardman or Carson Frey.
Frey. Nice.
Yeah. Hey, it's Carson Frey's on that card.
Carson.
Yeah, I think is it Friday or Saturday? Friday, right? Yeah. Topology's going slow. Sorry, guys. It's that Challenger Series, PFL Challenger Series. Yep. He's the main event on that one. Bruno Miranda.
Sweet.
Yeah, good job. All right.
Yeah.
Should we break down this card?
Yeah.
Give a little recap of the night.
How great we did.
Yeah. I'm getting there. Let me pull it up. My internet seems to be better now that they fixed it.
It's about time.
Did I tell you what the problem was?
What?
My wife didn't have one of the plugs plugged in all the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't believe you just threw her under the bus on the podcast like that.
She's not listening. She's not going to hear it. She's not going to hear it. We went for like 2 weeks, and she's like, the day the tech was going to come.
Time out, real quick.
What?
I want to address Mason's.
Oh, I was saying that while you were gone.
I think the production is good.
The production's great. I love you.
I don't know if you're going to build a legit organization, though, just piggybacking off old timers of the UFC.
I think you'll start to see that kind of change, though. Oh, Hillary heard it. Hillary's going to drop me. She's going to drop it down. That's it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You know what I really liked about it? Not to cut you off. Did you see how they brought the couches into the cage and they were talking to Chael and Usman was in there? It was pretty cool. It was just they were just kind of talking about the night before everything got started. I thought that was kind of cool. Just a different kind of vibe.
Hey, everybody, just so you know too, though, tonight Fierce is dropping our April 30th card. So be watching for some social media because the card
it's fire. It is.
It's fun.
Fire. Yeah.
Tickets go until tomorrow. Dun dun.
Yeah, you guys better jump on the tickets quick too. Just letting you know, because
I'm telling you right now, the cage-side tables are already sold out. They're not even on sale. Tickets aren't even on sale yet. Cage-side tables are.
The cage-side's already gone. So we had people at the last event trying to buy tables before we even left for the next event. Yep. I had a guy come up to me and say, "I want 2 tables for the next event right now."
Yep.
And if you thought last card was good, buckle up.
I'm really proud of this card. The matchmaking on it, I think, was really good. I'm really excited about a lot of the matchups, and I'm really excited to say, like, we love the out-of-towners. We still have out-of-towners coming, but there's going to be a local person in every single fight on this card, and I'm so excited for it.
And yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, let's recap this. All right, first fight of the night was in the light heavyweight division. It's Azamat Zakhanov against Tefan Shukwee. And I thought Tefan was easily on his way to winning this.
Till he got knocked out.
And you know what? I messaged you and I said I did not like his corner advice telling him to go out there and try to finish that guy because he's too dangerous, and you saw why. He ends up getting knocked out.
Why don't you like it?
Because I thought he was too dangerous. I didn't think he should have went for the finish like that. I didn't think he was that hurt.
Well, philosophy wise, you shouldn't try and force a finish, right?
Exactly.
But philosophy wise, I don't have an issue with a coach trying to encourage their fighter to go out, and you should say stick to the game plan that's working. But saying to go finish him, and if that means forcing a finish, I don't like that.
And that's what I felt he did. That's what I felt he did. I felt that he was forcing the finish because he was listening to what his corner was saying. And he forced it, and he got caught with that flying knee. That's you finished the sentence for me.
Gotcha.
Since I couldn't get it out. Anyways, we both picked the Russian. He wins. Guido Canetti and Chris Montillo. Poor Chris, dude, the punching bag. He's not UFC material, dog.
Did you feel like that was a little early stoppage?
When I first saw it, yes. But then when I watched the replay and you seen his eyes, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Initially, yes. Initially, I'm like, this guy has taken way more damage. We saw.
So if you saw what he did last time, do you think a referee should be taking that into consideration?
But he took, maybe that's what they did because he took clean, hard shots and was not responding. So I don't really fault the ref for stopping that at all.
Well, I kind of led you on there. I actually thought it was a good stoppage.
Yeah.
See,
his eyes were out.
Because I saw a lot of people be like, come on, like you saw like how tough he was. I'm like, dude, no, his body language, when somebody's doing this and looking the other way, that's a sign. Like, you're done.
Yeah. Initially
I think he's somebody that definitely could have used at least 2 or 3 more fights in LFA before going to the UFC.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't derail him.
How old is the kid? Because he's got some talent. I'm not saying he's 29 years old. So
no, I'm saying I think he needs more experience before he jumps up to that level.
I agree too. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the main page. Now we're gonna get to next up. We got Cody Partridge and Dolce Lugiabala.
Don't be silly. Jump for the
gilly. I loved what he said afterwards. He's like, I knew he was gonna tire out, so I just had to fight it long enough.
He almost got knocked out like 3 times before he got too tired too.
It was probably that close to getting stopped.
There was a couple I'm like, oh, I was way off on this one. But man, that guillotine setup was tight.
It didn't look that tight though. Do you think it was more he was gassed?
No.
Do you think he was more gassed?
No.
Or do you think he was just right on the carotid artery?
No, he actually had it perfect. Mason knows. I love that guillotine, that arm-in guillotine. Like, it's something that I've been working on for about 6 months now. And if you have the angle right, it gets tight quick. And it doesn't just get tight. It cuts off blood flow and airflow almost instantly if you have it right. And the position he had it on. And so everybody thinks, not that I'm like some jiu-jitsu wizard by any means, but everybody thinks like when you get that arm in, like they do this and they start pulling, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. It's not that. It's actually a crunching motion. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I saw him up and he was staying up like that, I'm like, oh, that is tight.
Yeah.
He did it perfectly. And so, that was,
I think we were
my
both
first underdog pick of the night. Thank you.
We both had Cody Partridge on that one.
Yeah.
Next up, Miranda Maverick, Sabina Maslow. You called that. You said she'd take her down. I thought Maslow would be a little better on the takedown defense.
I even called it.
And you called it by submission too. Yep.
Plus 250 for anybody that was doing that.
I like Maverick. I like Miranda Maverick.
I like her mentality.
Yes.
Like just because you get beat up by Erin Blanchfield.
How good is Erin Blanchfield?
Well, she's great.
Like,
she's good. And here's the other thing. I don't think Maslow's that good.
She's not. She's not. She's got a loss. She lost a split decision to Macy Barber, which Maverick. But that was a super close fight. She's
I think
She's legit.
I think Miranda Maverick will get to the point where, and I like her mentality. She'll become a mainstay of that division. That it's always floating between 7 and 12.
Yep. She's only 24 years old. She's got some potential.
I don't think she'll ever contend for a title, but she could go on a run.
Next up, we had the Leech Damon Jackson against Kamala Kirk, and
I was all over that.
All over by Jackson by submission, and he pretty much dominated that fight start to
finish.
His
wrestling and grappling is so good. So good.
Impressive.
He's a problem. And I feel like he looks unassuming, so people kind of sleep on him a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, I do like that Kirk guy though. His striking is smooth.
Yeah.
You know what actually reminded me of? Connor.
He did.
The way he moved and measured his punches.
Yeah.
He looked at his body language. It was a lot like Connor. And I actually really, I think stylistically that was a rough fight for him. He's somebody that I could see going on a run.
I was going to say, I thought maybe that might have been a tough step up for him in competition, but that was only Jackson's third fight in the UFC, fourth fight in the UFC. They're both LFA vets. So yeah, that was a good fight. That was good. Good fight. Next up,
moments in that fight too.
Yeah. My computer's going slow. Next up was JJ Albritz and Gillian Robertson. I think we both thought Robertson was going to kind of dominate when it got to the ground, and she didn't.
So
not impressed with Mrs. Robinson. I don't know about you.
She needs to figure out some striking.
She's definitely needs to.
Yeah.
I thought that was a winnable fight for her, and boy, were we wrong. Good win for Aldrich. Next up, Smellsberger and AJ Fletcher. This is right up there with one of the fights of the night, in my opinion. This is a great fight. Great back and forth.
One, AJ Fletcher is going to be just fine. He's a stud.
He is a stud. Yeah.
How good is Smellsberger to lose the first round the way that he does? Like, we talk about his athleticism and everything. How about fight IQ?
Yeah, to come back.
He has it all. That. For me now, showing what he showed and coming back and winning the way that he did, for me, checked a lot of boxes. His ceiling is higher now than it was before for me. That was because fight IQ, I feel like, is such an underrated thing that people don't talk about enough. That can win you a lot of fights, and his fight IQ won him that fight.
It did. Do you think AJ Fletcher might be a little undersized for 170?
I won't say that. Dude, he trains with Dustin Poirier. So I think he knows where he stacks up size-wise and what he should. And could he move down to 155? Possibly. But do you really want to sign up to fight to try and come up through the 155-pound division? Probably not. I mean, not that 170 is a picnic, but there's like winnable fights in the top 15 of 170.
Yeah.
155 is like, good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
So
who are you going to fight? Sharukian?
Yeah, Sharukian at 12. I'm good.
Good luck.
I don't mind him for 170. Smellsberger's is a big 170 or two. So I actually think Fletcher's okay. And he handled it. He handled Smellsberger. Physically, he wasn't too much for him.
Yeah.
Right? So I actually think he'll be fine there.
Okay.
Just needs cage time. And that is a tall task and a tough ask for your UFC debut. And for him to perform the way he did, wow.
It's impressive.
Like, he's going to be good.
Yeah. Smellsberger, I was surprised when he went for that takedown in the third, or even the second when he went for the takedown and started dropping those elbows. He had some pretty vicious ground and pound once he got on top, and he stayed on top too. Next up, we had Alex Pereira, Bruno Silva. That was a fun fight too. Like, we saw Pereira have to battle through a little bit of adversity because Bruno Silva was game.
He was game. We said it.
Yeah.
This was not a freebie for Pereira.
No, not at all. Speaking of fight IQ, did you feel like, I mean, I was impressed with Pereira's striking, but then again, there were times where it's like, dude, he just kept going for that check hook and it wasn't there. Like, Bruno was waiting for it. It seemed like every time he was throwing that check hook, Bruno was keeping that hand high the whole fight. And I just kept thinking, why aren't you going to the body more? Why aren't you going to more leg kicks? It just felt like it was there more. You saw it when he tried to finish him in the third, but
I think Pereira he's a little
Obviously,
cage inexperienced.
I'm the uneducated couch, the couch captain here, telling him what to do. It was a good fight though for Pereira. Is he going to give Izzy fits?
No, not right now.
How many more wins does he need before he gets to Izzy?
3, 4.
I mean, that's got to be pretty much a stand-up fight, right? Because Izzy's not taking him down, is he?
No.
What if Izzy surprises us and he pulls an Usman and he starts showing a little takedown and he takes him down?
That'd be funny. Chokes him out. No, Pereira's shown he has good IQ of takedown defense and knows what to do on the bottom too. The thing is Bruno's a kickboxer too, right? So he kind of knew and stuff too. Most guys haven't fought somebody on Pereira's level kickboxing, where Bruno has a kickboxing background too. I saw a lot of people down on Pereira after that. He did what he was supposed to.
No, he did what he was supposed to. I thought it was good.
He was never in danger. He continued to show well-rounded. It's a good win. Now,
who do you think's next for him? You give him a top 15 guy? Top 15 you got.
There's an interesting fight that's about to happen. Chris Curtis, our boy, versus Place. The winner
Neither one of those guys are ranked.
The winner of that probably is ranked, whoever wins that fight.
Yep, I agree.
I think somebody like Chris Curtis could be a problem for Alex Pereira. That much MMA experience.
Yeah.
Pereira is dangerous, but that much MMA experience. I could see somebody.
Shabazian, Weidman, Muniz, Tavares, Imavov.
That Tavares would be a good fight for him.
Those are your top 15, 15 through 11.
That Tavares took Izzy 5 rounds. Let's see it.
Let's see it. I could go for that. He wins that, then you give him a top 10 guy.
Yeah.
You notice he's not getting the Chimaev treatment, right? 2 wins, and then you get a top 3 guy.
He is not as scary as Chimaev. Sorry, he's not.
Next up, this one was a banger for as long as it lasted. Drew Dober and Terence McKinney. Drew Dober's got a freaking chin. Terence McKinney came out just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Drew Dober. I thought he was done.
By the way, Roman says he'll take a damage plan hat with a small box of monsters, by the way, just for you.
Boom. Hey, you tell Roman you need to go to Aleco's and pick up your package, because about a year ago, when did you go to the BYU game? Year ago. August? July?
Yeah, last August.
I brought a bunch of stuff for him. I dropped a bunch of stuff off.
First week of September.
Maybe Aleco gave it to Brandon Moreno. If he did, that's okay.
I'm good with that.
Sorry, Roman.
No, we get you a hat. I got a hat for you.
Yeah, we'll send him a hat and I owe him some monsters.
Yeah, you do.
Drew Dober, Terence McKinney. What'd you think of that fight?
Then I predicted it correctly.
You called it. Yeah, you called it.
I just thought the experience and Drew Dober. I mean, one great chin, but his experience got him through that fight. Somebody a less experienced fighter wilts under that type of pressure.
Oh yeah.
Crack.
I was surprised Dober, because he can crack. He'll be all right. McKinney will be back.
Oh yeah, McKinney's going to be he'll be in the top 15 soon.
Yeah. Khalil Roundtree and Carl Robertson. Roundtree he treated him like a little brother in that second round and just said, "I'm done with you."
The violence. I've never seen somebody body kick somebody when they were down like that.
That was hard. And just kind of pushing him around too in that second round. It's just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to fight you anymore. I'm just going to manage.
I don't want to. I'm not going to go away.
I'm not. Yeah. Get out of my face. We predicted that.
Joke.
We predicted that, right? We predicted Roundtree.
Oh yeah.
And it was an underdog pick too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Plus 115. Thank you.
Yeah. Cash it. Sadiq Youssef and Alex Caceres. That was a fun fight. Unanimous decision for Youssef. I think we both thought Caceres was a good underdog pick, which I think it was.
I still think it was.
I don't think he was outclassed by Yusuf at all.
Yeah.
Did you see Yusuf who he called out?
Who?
Thug Nasty. He said because they were supposed to be lined up.
Sign me all the way up for that fight. And Thug Nasty ragdolls him.
Yeah. I don't know if his Sadiq's got good stand-up. I don't know if he's got the ground to hang with Bryce on the ground.
I don't think many do.
Sign me up though. Hey.
Oh, I'd watch the crap out of that.
I'll watch it. Co-main event with Songy Dong, Marlon Moraes. Songy Dong with the violent uppercut knockout.
I told you.
I know. I had a feeling. I had to go with it. No more. Did you see Moraes took off his gloves in the cage?
Did he?
Yeah.
It's
time.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? It's okay. He was great. He was great. To the top. Phil, he was that close of being the 135-pound champ.
Yep.
It's okay.
But it's definitely time. When you get finished 5 out of 6 fights and violently 5 out of 6 fights.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it at all. I think he had a great career. I still think he's great. And it just shows like that top 135 is so dangerous.
Stacked. Oh yeah, I saw somebody said that. Maybe it was Mason. Cody Garber versus Marlon Moraes. That's actually a good fight. I think they're both on losing streaks, right? What's Cody lost? 3, 4?
I think I could just 2.
Was it?
No, it might only be 1.
He knocked out Rivera, right?
A Sun's out.
A Sun's out. That's right. Cody Garber. Is he still under contract?
Yeah.
How does he only have 17 fights? He's lost 5 out of his last 6 too.
Yeah.
2 in a row, but 5 out of his last 6. And
yeah, but he legitimately beat somebody in Marlon, didn't he?
Yeah. I think Mason's onto something. I like that.
I'm not going to give Mason credit. I refuse to do it.
Main event, Ankalaev and Santos. It was Santos actually had him hurt a couple times.
That was kind of blah.
Yeah. Ankalaev, it's time for him to step up. He needs a Rakic, maybe a Rakic next for him, or does he get a title shot off of that?
Rakic.
Because he doesn't jump Rakic, does he?
No. Fight Rakic. So. That's good. It's good.
Him and Rakic for the title, right?
Number 1 contender.
Number 1 contender. I like it.
Yeah.
Sign me all the way up, baby. All the way up.
I'm in.
All right. What else do we got?
Steel Fist this weekend.
Steel Fist Fight Night this weekend. If you're not going, where you at? I'm going to have a busy Saturday, man. Got a bodybuilding show to go to Saturday morning. And then we got this is a good card this weekend, too. This is a really good card this weekend. Topuria, Jai Herbert. Topuria is going to knock Jai Herbert out.
Dude,
Vince Morales.
Volkov Aspinall is super interesting to me.
That is a really good fight. And so was Dan Hooker down at 145 against Arnold Allen. That's
gosh. Take all my money.
It's not a gimme fight.
No, Arnold, no, it's not. So I have a question for you. If Dan Hooker loses this, what does he do?
Go to bare knuckle?
It's kind of a must-win, isn't it?
I think so. I think, well, he's favored in the last I checked, he was a slight favorite. Patty the Baddie's back, like Mason said.
You ready for this?
You're not on the Patty train yet?
I think he's super overrated.
The kid's got talent, man. Have you watched his Cage Warriors fights? The kid's legit.
Oh, I think he's great and he's charismatic, but like you're talking about 155ers.
Oh, I don't think he's anywhere near
everybody's saying like he's the next Connor. No, he's not.
Bro, I mean, you got your bottom guys at 155.
He got rocked by Luigi.
Gamrot, Brad Riddell, Diego Ferreira, Fazeev, Gregor Gillespie. Like, bro, he's not hanging with those guys yet.
No.
Yet.
Dude, he almost got knocked out against Luigi.
Yeah, but
he gets hit too much. He's going to get slapped by somebody. Feed him
he's
to
a scouser. Scousers don't get knocked out.
Yeah, tell that to Michael Bisping. Kevin Gastelum said something different.
Can I make a public announcement about Michael Bisping?
He's great.
I'm a fan. If you have
He's
not
so
listened
good.
to the Joe Rogan episode with Michael Bisping, go do it, because I'm like, okay, I like this guy.
His
commentary is a little annoying at times, but mine probably is too. So who cares?
I mean, I think, dude, when you've done everything that he's done, and dude, you want to talk about a gangster? Dude fought, won a world championship, fought 9 UFC fights and won a world championship with one eye. Legitimately lying to doctors about being able to see
lying.
his eye.
Yeah. It's legit, man.
Man, how bad does it make the Nevada State Athletic Commission look that they didn't get?
They're like, tighten this up. You probably shouldn't have said that on air. Might have wanted to keep that under the table.
Yeah, it's cool.
Big
just
Mike.
It's all good.
Yeah. You have an interview dropping from U92 here in like 45 minutes, don't you? 3:30 today?
I guess.
Is your interview dropping with Dre?
I'll say it. My opponent backed out this weekend.
I didn't want to say it, but
I know. So Tony decided. I take that back. Tony's coach decided that Tony was not healthy enough to compete.
I would like to think that was probably a good call then. I don't think he seems like the type of guy to pull out of a fight, and he probably wouldn't. It's just like you. I don't think you were going to call him if you were hurt or, that hurt. I think it would take Aldo calling Kevin and saying, "Hey man, he's not ready to take this fight." I don't hate it, man.
I'm not.
I don't hate it. I mean, I hate it for you because I want to see you fight, and I know the work you've been putting in. But
I mean, they're still looking, so it's not like I'm not fighting for sure or whatever. But I mean, it's tough either way. But
you tie a hand behind your back, and I'll fight you.
Should we see if they'll let us do a grappling match?
Dude, my hand is so messed up, or I thought about it. If my hand wasn't so messed up, I totally would.
No. Here's the reality of it is, the circumstance of why he can't fight. My frustration comes in is I believe that they knew that this was a problem for at least 2 to 3 weeks, if not even a little bit longer.
It was probably something they probably tried to work through.
And Tony didn't want to pull out, which I get and appreciate that. But at the same time, if you know there's a chance, you let the promotion know so they can have a backup plan ready. That's the right thing to do. Is it not? Because if they bring something up, they can have something ready and then we're fine.
What if he was hiding it though, and his coach just noticed something last week and was like, "Dude,
I told you what it was though, right? He didn't hide it."
Oh, so he knew. So he's known something was up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's trying to work through it, which I commend him on. But the coach has known about it and that it was an issue for a while. So
yeah, maybe the coach calls Kevin and be like, "Hey man, maybe have somebody on the backup. Yeah, maybe have somebody in the backup. This kid might not be ready." Yeah, you're right.
And so, it's not like for me, I don't fight to just fight. This isn't my career. This it's a hobbyist thing. So I wanted to fight Ryan Thaxton again. That didn't become apparent. So I was like, okay, what else makes sense? And then they offered me the Justin McDonald fight. Great. 5 rounds. I felt like I had my moments. He won the fight, no and ifs or buts, but I stand by that. I got closer to finishing him than he ever did to me. So I'm like, I kind of wanted that fight back, right? So, okay, cool. Well, then they offered me this Tony Rodriguez fight. And there was other names being thrown around, but they offered me this Tony Rodriguez fight the first time. And my first question was, if I beat him, do I get another shot at Justin or to fight somebody else for the 170 title if I beat him? Like, this is like a number 1 contender type fight, right? Yeah. And I was told, yes. And it's like this weird thing where I'm like, I felt like I've been chasing, like, I was chasing the Ryan Thaxton thing, and then I let that go. That's fine. It's past. Everybody knows what happened. No big deal. I don't have anything to prove. Then the Justin thing happens, and it's like I feel like I legitimately got beat for the first time, and now I want to get that. Like I want to work. Like I have something to work for again.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's just now it's like now I'm focused on that Tony rematch too. Like it's so weird to like I feel like I'm always just chasing something that it's like we don't know. But I mean, it is what it is. I think everybody will know tomorrow. I'll know tomorrow. We'll kind of a more clear cut like what's gonna happen. Mason doesn't want to fight me. He fight every week. He knows how that goes. He loses rounds every time. It's part of the sport though, and like I've talked to people that have been through it before, and dude, it's just part of the sport, and it is what it is, and whatever, it's whatever.
Still come to the fights though,
because still come to the fights. I'll still be there.
There's some bangers. There is still some good fights.
I mean, the best 155 AMI fight in.
I don't think there's a better one across the nation that you could make right now. No, you get two undefeated guys at 155. That's a damn good fight.
Mm-hmm. My uncle's just telling me. He said he already said he'd beat me. My uncle Mike, that's about 80 years old, says he'll fight me. So,
don't sleep on Uncle Mike.
Oh, I'm sleeping on him.
Don't sleep on Uncle Mike.
How about that?
Don't sleep on Uncle Mike.
I'd sleep him. I'd punch him for free anytime, just like I punch Mason. No, it's cool. Yeah, still come to the fights, and hopefully I'll either have an opponent or know what's going on by tomorrow morning.
Sweet.
It's kind of weird though, because it's like I wanted to fight Tony. Like I'm dead set on fighting Tony, and I've been working on everything for the rematch to fight Tony, and now it's like, well, now you might just be fighting some random dude, and it's just like, like I don't know, but whatever. Like I'd rather fight too. Like I'd rather fight than not fight, but. Whatever. It's part of the game. Get a taste of the Cole Faust of the world I've had to deal with. Yeah.
Well, I guess we will see you guys on Friday. Or do we got another one this afternoon? Or is that not going to happen? Not set yet.
Let's see. So I've been in contact with Trap Gambino. We need to have a conversation. So let's see. I asked them how much longer. I don't know. We might be back on this afternoon. We might not.
All right. If not, we'll see you guys on Friday. Or if we get anybody else that wants to jump on this fighting on that Steel Fist card, let's get them on. Let's get them on. All right. I guess that's it for today. We out.
Okay.